The question of authority in dealing with parents who are struggling as parents is very important. Authority has to be there in terms of some idea that there are certain things that parents do that are not acceptable, and that one has the authority to be able to say this isn't acceptable and it has to stop. The authority in that respect largely lies with social care, because they have the ability to be able to say this is not acceptable and there will be consequences if it doesn't happen. We think it's essential that they see us as being side by side social care in that respect, and that we are very clear about a sense of authority in relation to the parents and about what is acceptable behaviour or what isn't. In relation to care, it's important that they feel that we are caring for them and looking after them, and that is not something that's opposite to authority. It's often felt as if it is. They often feel as if authority is only punitive, and that we have to help them to integrate the idea that care is as much about authoritative looking after and the establishment of boundaries, both of themselves and their children, as it is about looking afterwards in terms of giving them things that they may want, like affection or other things like that.
To be able to exert authority really means being able to set reasonable, well thought out limits and boundaries that keep people safe, and to not be pushed around by people who may want you to make the boundary a little bit more sort of wishy-washy. That as an authority you feel able to understand and negotiate with someone in order to set a firm boundary so that people are kept safe. And that can be very hard for people with personality disorders who, in their experience, authority figures have been harsh, cruel, set unreasonable boundaries or given no boundaries at all, have been corrupt and have been persecutory. So in fact, when you try to establish your authority as a social worker with the EYPU, that's often a source of great conflict, because they must trust us, and why wouldn't they? Authority figures have never been clear and honest and straightforward with them.